Hi, I'm Dr. Butkins. My website is www.allaboutaddiction.net. My location is Altamont Springs, Florida, just a little bit north of Orlando, Florida. And I'm a licensed marriage and family therapist. I've also been treating addictions since 1969. And I have a license in mental health also. And I have a deep interest in what's going on with Mr. Sheen. And I think I wanted to make this tape mainly just to give you some thoughts and opinions. I'm not going to diagnose him because I don't think that's ethical, because I've never met him. I have seen him on TV, and I've heard him say that he has a drug problem, he's got an alcohol problem. The extent of it is not my business. What is my business is giving an opinion on what happens with this whole situation, because I think this could be a great event. I think this could be, if he got sober and clean, I think it could be a major statement for treatment. I think it'd be a major statement of what the problem is. It'd be a great education as to what the solution is for the entire world, because the exposure on this is monumental. It's massive. And the problem's pandemic, so the problem is all over the world. And my opinion is that this problem is reached into education, our politics, our military. I think it's all over the planet. I think it's affecting what happens with daily decisions, and I think it's ruining the world. I also don't think it's the only problem in the world, and I'm not sure it's the problem from which everything else stems, but I do know it's a major problem, and my life goal is to arrest this problem, and I'm doing my darndest to put a dent in it. And it's not easy. It is a concern that is difficult to work with, and it takes many years of experience, I think, to learn how to work with this problem. And even then, it takes a lot of self-care to know what to do about the problem. And I'm saying this because this is also true for the family. The family suffers incredibly from this problem. There's a lot of pain, a lot of guilt, a lot of problem with enabling codependency, adult children of alcoholism. There's a lot of symptoms that manifest from this that really destroy marriages, destroy families, and really cause a tremendous amount of pain and distancing. Intimacy is one of the main problems. And I think his getting clean and sober could expose people to treatment that would be very helpful. I think that one of the problems with Charlie is that he has too much money. Father Joe Martin talked about 4 enemies of recovery. Father Joe was a Catholic priest who worked at a treatment center and also was very influential in helping many people get out of denial. He said the 4 impediments to recovery are health, wealth, intelligence, and good looks. So as long as you have any of those to a major degree, it's very hard to get clean and sober. This is a major concern for a lot of people that just don't see things clearly, because they have been toxified by years and years of ingesting toxins in their body, and it's very difficult for them to think clearly. Addiction's a matter of mental obsession with a physical compulsion, so the cravings come when the person obsesses about them, and the cravings come when the person isn't obsessing about it, and the cravings come after the person starts using. So it's very difficult to treat this problem with a toxified mind. It takes reaching out for help. Most people don't reach out for help until they absolutely have to. Most addicts or alcoholics have a very difficult time not being self-sufficient. And then usually our egos are so big that it's real difficult to think beyond ourselves and to think that there's anything out there smarter than ourselves. So it takes a spiritual conversion, a higher power, and adherence to a group of people who really have been there and know what they're talking about. It's very difficult if you got billions of dollars, or if you got your looks, or if you've got your health, and if you've got other people that are enabling you. If you're smart, it's even harder. You might get sober and clean in spite of that, but it's very difficult to get sober and clean when you've got all 4 of these, or a degree of any of them, to be honest with you. And I do think that it takes self-diagnosing to get sober and clean. I think Charlie has to make a decision of whether he wants help, and if he doesn't want help, it's really none of my business. It's the business of people that are trying to help him, but sometimes it's down to the point where If he's not of danger to himself or others, all you can do is pray for him. Although the family can do tremendous good by intervening with love. And that's my next video, is I'm going to talk about the relationship, how to communicate with love instead of anger or frustration or guilt or depression, sadness that breeds itself in alcoholic addictive families. At any rate, I think that the self-diagnosis has to come from desperation and awareness that this problem is affecting one's life incredibly, and that people are not there anymore to bail the person out. And I think if people detach with love, the person has a chance to come back and recontact the people that have detached. I think if we detach with anger or hostility, there's very little chance the person will keep reaching out sincerely for help. They may reach out to manipulate, but it's very difficult for them to reach out for help. To end this video, in summary, I'd just like to say that this event could be a major statement for recovery that would do more good than a lot of other movements have done throughout the course of history. It would be a great statement for recovery and a great education for the entire world on not only what problems does this thing cause, and not only up close and personal viewing of the thinking and the behavior and the defenses that a person uses against clear thinking and getting sober and clean, but it also would be a great education on what the solution is. He's in a position now, and Charlie, if you're watching this, I'm begging you, if you get sober and clean, let us know how you did it, buddy, because you'd be a great example to the entire world of what the solution is, and you'd save countless lives, not just now, but you'd be like Father Martin in his films. You'd carry on this message far beyond your time. God bless. We all love you. I mean, everybody loves you that watch your show. So God bless. I'm at 407-718-6960. See you later.